You're very welcome to the Irish Political Roundup with me, Roisin the cleric.
And me, Paul Brophy. And Roisin, we're out and about on our travels again with Councillor Pat Dunphy, and we're standing behind a cottage here, Pat, that has a lot of history attached to it.
Yes, you're in the village of Glen Grant.
Glen Grant.
In the Carrigeen district of Moonveen parish. And that particular house behind us there, Bob O'Keefe was born in it. Bob was the president of the GAA back in the late 30s.
Okay.
And that's where he was born, lived in until he went off to become educated, and then he was a teacher himself up in Meath, and ended up in as a headmaster in Boston Austria up in Laois.
And he won an All-Ireland with
He won an All-Ireland with Laois back in 15 or 16 around that time, and he refereed matches and then became president of GAA in the late 30s.
Right, and of course, us in Kilkenny, we've known the Bob O'Keefe Cup is the name given to the Leinster Championship, which Kilkenny have won 6 in a row. Unfortunately, we couldn't go on and win Liam McCarthy this year, but winning a Leinster title is not to be sniffed at either.
And for a long time there, the older cup was, I think, the biggest cup for anything.
It's huge.
And I think the current one is not far off it. It's a fairly big cup again. So like his GAA are commemorating him by doing that, and he did a lot of work for the GAA at his time, so he wouldn't probably have got to that level as president otherwise. So that's where he came out of anyway, down there, the river shore again, just below us there. This is the little village on the shore. The last village we were in, Licketstown, just over the road there.
Licketstown. Licketstown. Okay.
Ballia and Lickade, I think, is not the best now, sorry. But anyway, Licketstown is reputed to be the oldest village in Ireland.
Wow.
That's what it's handed down to us anyway. And you can see at one stage all those houses were all thatched houses.
Yeah.
And look at the thatched roof.
And look at the thatch, yeah. Now it's so difficult now to actually thatch houses.
Yeah.
It doesn't last, maybe you'd be looking to get 20 years at the cost of doing it. And the grants don't come next time here, paying for what it would take and the length of time in between. You have to keep repairing it.
Yeah.
So there's a huge cost. Like with a slate roof, tiled roof, you're finished. More or less anyway.
Yeah.
And we're thatched roof, you're never finished.
But this is also a part of our culture.
It's part of our culture. Thatched roof, it's part of our culture, yeah.
And are we losing that skill? We talk about the skill of fishery. Are we losing the craftsmanship and the skillsmanship
of the thatcher?
Of a thatcher.
Yeah, we are now the ETB, along with the department, have courses going on. There's a number of people doing a course actually up in Hugginstown area, Guardian of Gurta up in that particular building. They're doing a full course there. So they're going to try and keep that going. I think there's a few local lads around Ballyhale, a few areas around Kilkenny that are doing that. So that's what we need, because the older thatchers, they can't do it anymore, and they don't. If you're 80 years of age and up on a roof, you wouldn't want to be doing that at that age. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and when a skill like this is lost, it's gone for forever, which is an awful pity, so
and again, the biggest issue there is that the grants to do things,
right,
but they're poor.
They're
very poor compared to what it costs a person. And on top of that, it's nearly impossible to get insurance.
That's actually what I was going to say next. Insurance is
a
big issue.
Maybe having a fire, I can see the reason why, but if you can't get insurance, or people going to be putting money into it, there's a lot of thatched houses gone in my time. It's all because of the costs, and there's no great support from the state, and now the insurance factors. I worry for the future with thatched houses.
Yeah. And we are in the small rural villages here in the deep south Kilkenny.
Yeah.
It's a great agriculture farming community.
Oh, it is. There's a great land around the place. There's a lot of farmers, a lot of dairy and vegetables as well. It's one of the better places. The land is good, the grass is good. Now at the moment with the weather
Sun
and
is
that,
shining.
the weather, you know, is kind of, you need a bit of rain as well
Yeah.
to have good produce.
And when we were driving up here, we
Mm.
stopped and I got out and I took a video of the baby calves being
Yes,
taken from
yes.
one field to the other.
Yes, yeah,
As
yeah.
typical in Kilkenny, you had the young teenagers, so that what is the proper terminology for moving the calves, and they were wearing the GA jerseys and they
the
had
hurley,
the hurl.
the hurley, yeah.
Corralling him.
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they, when you have a hurley in your hand, they give them a tip, you know, a little, keep, put it out, it stretches your arm a bit further, you know what I mean, or whatever. So that's the animals, they know they can't go there then.
And the farmers, you know, the farmers here in Kilkenny is a very agricultural county. We're inland, and farmers and farming communities are really being hard hit.
There been, as we said earlier on, the cost of production is huge, and all that goes with it. And yeah, you know, you have to tick so many boxes now compared to years ago. Now, a lot of it is good, and you have top quality produce, but the costs of all of that are huge. And you know, like at the moment, you see prices going up considerably, and cost of living and all of that. But I suppose that comes with it. Then the food is going to go up as well.
Yeah.
And
there's one thing we all have to do. We all have to eat.
You all have to eat, yeah, but it doesn't start with just the farmer selling. It starts with what the farmer has to do to produce in the first place.
Yeah.
So,
what are farmers telling you as they're part of your constituents and voters? What are they telling you when you meet them?
Yeah, the amount of boxes they have to tick to do a lot of different things are far too many. It's too much. It's like a professional. It is a job. It's a professional job in a lot of ways, but it's like there's a lot more to it going out and doing the physical work and all of that.
Yeah.
There's far too much regulation. That's what they're telling me.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do it in this country, we do it in other countries. Regulation seems to run away with itself. You know, it makes things more difficult.
We go from having very little regulation to have absolutely
too
much regulation. And Roisin, that image when we were down the IFA European debate there back in Gran last year, a gentleman came in with the amount of paperwork he had to fill in, and it was up to there. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That was for the European candidates.
Yeah. It just, oh my God.
Unreal, yeah. That kind of says it all. That's what's going on.
There was a lot of anger that night.
There was.
Yeah. And yes, you know, we're able to bring into Europe beef from South America. That's isn't the same regulation at all.
Yeah. Oh, and vegetables, and we're importing scallions.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know, we should be able to support, and we're exporting 99% of our vegetables and our meat, and we only have 1% for us, and we're sending away all our really rich, good quality food and meat, vegetables out of Ireland, and we're importing all the
stuff as well, which
we shouldn't be. Even my cats won't eat.
Yes.
You know, so now I test. If the cats eat it, I'll eat it. If they turn their nose up, I won't eat it.
Yes, very good, yeah.
But we're importing cheap food.
Yes.
And cheap, we don't know, and they're not fresh, because how do they stay fresh? Because they have to be chemically induced to stay fresh.
That's it. And we don't know what they're doing, but like they haven't the same regulations as we have in Europe.
Yeah.
And that's where it's a bit unfair. So all of that probably have to be looked at and tried, you know.
And they talk about climate change. Oh my God, would it not be more like they talk about climate change and everything else? For sure, where's the common sense in what they're talking about when they're shipping in food from Brazil, Argentina, all over here to Ireland and the ships?
Yes,
why do we not just buy local? Support local farmers, support our local economy.
And that's what we'd all say, because Ireland, look at it, it's a small country in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But like, we need to support our own first.
Yes.
We are exporting as well, which is we need to.
We need to export.
We do produce a lot.
But we need to make sure that Ireland produces food for the Irish people first, and then export.
Well, if somebody is exporting into Ireland, you need to be doing it under the same regulations.
Yeah.
That's the point otherwise, you know.
But why should we send all our good? We have the best soil in the world. We have the best, richest fisheries in the world. And yet we are exporting all our fish, our meat and our vegetables. and we're exporting more than what we're actually providing and producing for the people.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, like we are exporting because we're able to produce it because the land is so good.
Yeah, but are we not then sort of the Irish people are not suffering because we're bringing in the imports for us to eat?
Yeah, well, I suppose we sell a lot local as well, but it's not all exported. You know, there is a big market in Ireland as well. But I think it's the worry I would have is the stuff coming in that wouldn't be coming in under the same regulations. That's
exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I remember, Roisin, when we were out in Callan, we were talking to your colleague, Councillor Joe Lyons, who's also a florist and a greengrocer, and he was talking about, you know, supporting vegetable growers more, you know, to expand and grow and stuff like that, and that could be one way of increasing the amount of vegetables that are grown and supplied here in Ireland.
And the small local shops, instead of buying off the big supermarkets, which I've stopped doing, and buy off the local greengrocers. In Kilkenny, we only have one now, the Silver Springs in the city.
Yes.
Joe Lyons has his own
business
shop and florist. Yeah. So if we could support more, and that would bring down the price of vegetables if we supported small local shops in local rural communities and villages and towns.
Yeah, that's where the answer is. Like people should think that way as well, that they support their local and they keep them alive. You know what I mean? They keep them in business.
Yeah.
If you don't, they won't stay. They won't stay in business.
And that's local jobs as well.
That's local
because
jobs
remember, you keep talking about talk about your age there at Roisin, but you know,
I love my age, Paul.
Yes, that's good. You know, in the 80s, you had the guaranteed Irish. No, it's still there, but it's,
no one's using it.
It's just there in the background, you know.
You wouldn't hear it said too much.
No, you might see the odd logo now and again, but it's never talked about or something like that. And that's something that should really be coming back into the.
We'll say it too. Yeah, we'll say it too.
So we're saying it here now. Irish Political Roundup are asking all political parties, but in particular because we're speaking to Fine Gael Councillor Pat Dunphy, could Fine Gael bring back in the guaranteed Irish?
Irish, yeah. Okay, we'll
maybe you talk to your colleague Phil Hogan about that.
Well, I don't know what's Phil around there too much anymore.
I would say he's like a scattered pimpernel. You seek him here, you seek him there, and everywhere, and he's in the heart of it all.
Absolutely, yes.
But I think, maybe you might speak to your colleague Phil Hogan about that, bringing in the guaranteed Irish.
Former agriculture commissioner.
Catherine Callan as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
And so beautiful. We're going to go a walk now up along the
bank. So there are not too many of these left, but this is a bank between this village of Glen Grant and the next village of Moonveen.
Right.
You have a job you travel a long way now to find one similar. We used to have a lot of them years ago.
Okay.
They'd be all leading to schools or churches or that, you know.
Okay.
Shortcuts across over on the top of a ditch, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this is how people would have got from, say, point A to point B.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's how they get from point A to point B years ago. Then transport.
Right.
Oh, this is cool. This is great getting down to South Kilkenny.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it? We're certainly making hay while sun shines.
Yes, that's what
we're blessed with the weather. It's absolutely fantastic.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Will we
let's
head
go.
across?
Let's go. And I'm going to get in here the step.
Okay.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll start out. We'll go.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll follow your lead, Pat.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, look at this on top of the ditch.
Right.
That's the other thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go over to this. It's only a minute or so. We'll go over to the end and come back to this.
Okay.
So you get a full.
This is beautiful. So tell us about this then, Pat. People used to use this as a walkway. A
walkway between the two villages. Otherwise, you'd have to go up and all around and down. You know.
Okay.
So there was a lot of. It cuts a lot of distance, you know, off you're just going right across from one village to the next.
Okay.
So will we keep moving on or?
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Isn't it?
This is where many of the ancestors all used to walk.
Yeah.
That's where they walk. Yes, it's just a shortcut.
And would they bought likes of cattle and things like that this way as well?
No, just people.
Just people, okay.
And you can see it was basically the top of the ditch. That was the ditch.
Okay.
Between two fields.
Right.
Oh. This is probably here with hundreds of years.
Right.
The road is above at the top side of that house.
Okay.
This village just over here, you go up, over and down. Quite a considerable walk. This is just maybe 200 yards.
And you've lived here, Pat, all your life?
Yeah, again, over the hill there. The village is the Ballygory I'm from all my life, yeah. There's a holly bush.
Yeah.
Plenty holly bushes around
Okay. So I think we're coming into the next village.
Let's come along here now because there's a little bank. Top of the bank, I think.
And how is this maintained, Pat? Is it maintained by
Local people.
Oh, there's
It's we're in the village of Moonveen.
Moonveen.
Yeah, mine just
I'll give that to you, Paul. And
Yeah.
mine just sits there now. This is the Paul will, and it's on video. Will
This is-
imagine that?
my age is stepping in now. Oh God, Paul, you got me on this.
Right.
So coming down. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
So we've gone from the village of
Glen Grant
Glen Grant to
Moonveen.
Moonveen.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
So it's very short to get across that way. You can see
Okay.
why, and a lot of them are probably related to one another as far as that, you know.
And the lovely stone and craftsmanship
Yes.
there.
Yes. Yeah.
And them stones have been there for centuries.
Oh, centuries. Yeah.
Little steps. And you make you wonder how many people and who walked up those steps and along this pathway.
I could safely say thousands.
Yeah, because it looks like it's been there hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years, yeah. It is.
And the wonderful thing about Pat, you bringing us down and showing us this. This is part of the Irish culture and Irish heritage.
It is, yeah.
These little pathways that people don't know about.
There was a lot of those in it, say, 50 years ago, 180 years ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those in it. But that's the only one I know of now that's kind of people can use, that is kept well. I think some others are gone that were around, but that's what happens in time. The roads got better and cars, people weren't walking any longer. Now we're going back to that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And there's a local committee that looks after it.
Local people, local people do it.
Right.
Like they're talking to that lady over the road there that we saw in the village, and she was saying, yes, she plays her part, and some of the others do as well.
Right,
Yeah.
And Pat, where were you? You're from this parish?
I'm from over the hill now. It's still a bit away from here. Yes, from this area, Carrigeen area of Moonveen. Yeah. That's from a village called Ballygory. Yeah. And there's another village over that way, lovely.
Okay.
Dial produce, people who do an awful lot of potatoes and vegetables. They farm over there. So they have a lot of it's like a big food producer, basically, yeah.
Beautiful.
Isn't it?
Beautiful, yeah.
And the hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
And Pat, I'm just noticing on this wall it says Dumphries.
That's it, yeah. That's another the Dunphy family, yeah. There's a few of them around the area. I don't know, there's quite a few actually, yeah.
Pat, this has absolutely been an absolute pleasure. I'm speaking on my behalf, but I know Paul.
It's been absolutely fantastic.
Thanks for coming around. We're after covering a fair bit of ground.
We have, and thanks very much for your time. It's been really, really fascinating finding out more about our county here in Kilkenny, particularly South Kilkenny as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, it's your tribe as well.
Certainly be here. We'll certainly be down again, Roisin.
Be back.
Definitely, and it's not just about politics. Politics is everything neutral. Everything's about politics is about everything. I'll get you both in. Politics is about everything local, even and communities.
Yeah.
And the villages. and surrounding villages and houses in the rural areas. And that's where politics starts. And then it ends in Leinster House. And we
Yes.
have to remember that,
Yeah.
that all politics is local. And even when we're talking about this here pathway,
culture.
right?
Yeah.
Culture.
Yeah.
People should be know about this. This is how walking along the banks is how villages used to connect with one another.
That's how it is, yeah, and the evidence is
Exactly.
still here.
Still here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe we need to be finding out more things like this.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them gone too, you know, a lot of them gone, but there's some still left.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to get a
Yeah.
get a video of it there. To be
Yeah.
honest, yeah.
The biggest thing I found today, Roisin, is culture, heritage, history. They're so important, and if we don't protect them, they'll be gone. So between your thatched houses to your snap fishing to your bank walks there, if we don't
Yeah.
protect these and highlight these,
All
they'll
under
be
pressure.
they're all under pressure,
Yeah,
and they'll
yeah.
all be gone.
Yeah.
Well, that Pat Dunphy, thank you so much indeed for taking the time and once again to speak to the Irish Political Roundup.
Thanks very much for coming down, Roisin and Paul, and we'll see you again.
Thanks.
We certainly will.
Thanks for your time, Pat.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Do you know what I'd love to have? I get the finishing off with the two of you walking off.
You sure?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you and keep talking
Yeah.
about little
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Okay.
Now, you want to go ahead?
I'll go ahead, yeah.
You're lively, lad, you see.
Am I? Yeah. I've been called other things. I'll take that.
Whatever you
Yeah.
do, don't lose your balance anyway.
Oh, yes. Well,
Lovely, isn't it?
it's beautiful, yeah. And I say you
And
would
it's
have,
so short compared to going around the road.
and growing up, Pat, you would have like this. This would have been like your playground here, would it?
Oh, yeah, there was another bank over my way to Carrigeen School. I used this. We all used it for years. All of my generation at that time.
Yeah.
Everyone used it.
God, it's brilliant.